lived on coral reefs. Put this tag on, lo and behold, this shark actually was traveling way out into the open ocean. They were feeding out in these blue pelagic zones, and the protected areas that we'd set up for them were too small. So it's a really great example of how a piece of technology, when you strap it to a shark, it can tell you how to be smarter at setting up protected areas.
After his success with GPS for sharks, Doug hopes that his Facebook for giant sea bass could see similar results. If he discovers they're populating other parts of the ocean, he can build a case to create new marine protected areas. And again, it's a piece of technology that could make the difference. Back in the lab, Doug is reviewing footage from recent dives.
Here, coming out of the corner, another giant sea bass, coming in so close that you can actually see the parasites on its head. Interestingly, this guy's got some scars on his pectoral fin and a fishing line hanging off of him. That's a guy who has a hook there that it will be lodged in its jaw.
Helping to analyze these images is an algorithm originally developed by NASA to identify stars. But Doug and his team are now using it to identify fish.
On both sides of a giant sea bass, there are spots, and those spots are unique. Accidentally, these giant sea bass are carrying their own barcode on the sides of their bodies.
The algorithm can quickly scan and identify individual fish. So far, Doug has catalogued 115 of this critically endangered species and is mapping their migration patterns.
We know next to nothing about giant sea bass. A project like this gives us the raw data to actually manage their future successfully.
Marine scientists are increasingly turning to technology and data to help reverse the damage being done to our ocean and to endangered species like the sea bass.
We need to see more people like me that are fish nerds hanging out with computer nerds from Silicon Valley to understand more about the oceans, to see more on the oceans, and to manage them more effectively. I really see technology as the keystone for being able to figure out how to get to that 100-year future, that 1,000-year future, which is healthy for our oceans. The Coral Triangle is one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. More life is found in these waters than anywhere else in the world. But here in Indonesia, destructive fishing practices and illegal poaching have been threatening entire species.
Masyarakat yang ada di kampung kami tidak menjaga laut kami dengan baik. Terus banyak nelayan yang menangkap ikan dengan cara sembarangan. Ada yang menggunakan bom, potas, bius, sehingga karang yang ada di laut kami sebagian besar telah rusak.
A pioneering business model devised by this couple has not only revitalized the local economy, but is having an astonishing impact on marine life.
Can you imagine how different the world could look if every private enterprise, if every tourism operation protected some small area of their backyard?
Ahmad and his team of ocean rangers have received reports of turtle poaching on a nearby island. They're in the middle of Misol Marine Protected Area, located in eastern Indonesia. It's a 465 square mile reserve where all fishing is banned. The success of the marine protection